And from the national headquarters of RT America in our nation's capital, hello again, everybody. I'm Rick Sanchez. On this, the very first day of the Chinese New Year, it is important that we examine China as it tussles with the United States on trade, but also on something that has gone partly unnoticed: Venezuela. Russia, being usually the louder voice in that region, openly criticized the recent intervention in Venezuela, and they got all the attention, as it seems all things Russia these days usually does. But interestingly enough, China is actually being even more forceful on Venezuela, something not usually seen from Beijing forcefulness. China opposes outside interference in Venezuela's affairs. See, that's what they said. There's the headline, right? That's according to Reuters. See, for China, that's like a plaintive wail for them. And then the foreign minister goes further with this admonition that I'm going to read to you of the U.S. intervention. Quote, "I want to emphasize that outside sanctions or interference usually make the situation more complicated and are not helpful in resolving actual problems." That's what she wrote. See, that's China speak for butt out, U.S. So why is suddenly China so resolute in its pushback of U.S. interference, as they call it, in Venezuela? Is it because China is very concerned for the well-being of the people of Latin America? Venezuela? Perhaps. But there's a more likely possibility, as you probably have imagined. See, about 10 years ago, China began making huge infrastructure investments in Latin America. Did you know that? And nowhere are they more invested in terms of infrastructure than in Venezuela. What they've done is almost, it's like they've ripped a page from the U.S. playbook. It goes something like this. You go into a country, it's what often is the IMF and the World Monetary Fund is accused of, and the World Bank. They loan some country billions of dollars for an oil refinery or a water treatment plant, let's say. And then when that country, that the U.S. in the past would not be able to pay back that money, guess what? We own it. Well, let's just say that given the state of Venezuela's economy, China, using that model I just described that's been used in the past by other superpowers, including our own country, China in Venezuela now is about to own a lot of stuff because they can't pay. So when the U.S. says we're taking over in China, or at least that's the way it's extrapolated by the Chinese are now saying not so.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.